BBN, what's up, family? It's been a couple of days and it feels good to be back in front of the camera. Let me tell you guys, this is going to be something that I've never done before. I've been doing in front of the camera since probably since 2018, as you guys know, and I've never tried anything like this before. So if you are the first person to watch this video, I need you to hit I'm the first one that's ever listened to this. Okay. That's what I'm asking you to do if you're the first person. So anyway, man, this feels good right here. I feel like I'm alive. I'm happy. The joy is so much inside of me right now. So I'm trying to do something different in this video, not probably in the future, unless I see how it goes. But overall, I'm trying to do something different, something to maybe see how it feels, if it feels natural, if it feels like maybe I should stay away from it. But that's where you guys come into play too. So at the end of this video, I want you guys I'm gonna ask a question, or I'm gonna ask you guys to do something, and I want you guys to, if you would, go ahead and do that. Okay, at the end of the video, but you got to stay here at the end of the video so you can see what I want you to do. Okay, you guys know me, man. I don't ask for anything hard. It's just real simple, but I'm asking for you guys' assistance in what I do moving forward. So anyway, I was sitting at my desk today at work, and I was thinking about something to do. I wanted to go and I wanted to do a video. I wanted to come and talk about Kentucky because I'm getting that itch again. It's never really went away, but I've been getting this itch, and I've really been wanting to really talk about something with Kentucky. So this is what I came up with, and I don't know who out there feels the same way as I do. But if you don't know where you was at, then you don't know where you're going. So for me today, I'm just going to keep this real simple. I'm just going to go down memory lane just a little bit from when the off season started. Okay? So bear with me. Tell me what you think. Let me know. And we're going to just get right into this. Thank all you guys who support me. I appreciate it very, very much. If it's your first time listening, please just sit back, relax, see what I got to say, and then you make the judgment on what you say about the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Cool? Let's do this. So I want to call myself a writer, right? I wrote 2 books, pretty good books. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too bad. And so I wrote books, and I was sitting around today, and I said to myself, "Why don't you just write something out? Why don't you just see, why don't you see if you can just put what you're feeling on paper?" So I said, "Okay, cool, no problem. Let me see if I can translate my feelings, my emotions on paper. Not too much, but I tried it, and I'll just see how this goes or whatever. And then I need you guys' help. So please, if it's your first time, you're seeing you're seeing me doing something for the first time too. So we're both first timers. So you know what I'm saying? Fist bump to you. If it's your first time, get involved. You know what I'm saying? Let your voice be heard. Absolutely. At the Loyal BBN Fan Show. So here we go right here. This is my feelings, because if you don't know where you was at, then you do not know where you're trying to get to. So here we go. So this is me writing a little letter, I guess. People like love letters, but here's my love letter, or here's my letter about how I feel, sort of with about how the season has been going, or how the off season has been going. Okay, so I'm gonna try this. Bear with me. If it's something new, you can tell me, hate it, like it, whatever. Please let me know. All right. Since the end of the season, things have been non-stop. With the leaving of John Calipari to the extended period of finding and bringing in now new head coach Mark Pope, calling this a roller coaster seems more of a pleasant way of putting it. How many people know that this been crazy? It's been crazy since the off season started. I don't think anybody saw it really happening the way it did, but it's been kind of crazy. So calling it a roller coaster, up and down, twists, turns, didn't know where it was going. That's pretty much where we at right now too. Then you have the press conference of all press conferences. It will be remembered in Kentucky basketball history for years to come. Where was you at during the press conference? When the dust settled, it was time to get down to work to building a team. How many people know that we got to put a team together? Coach Pope was all by himself. Everybody was leaving. We got to put a team together. Do you agree? Absolutely. Once again, this is where we was at. Okay. We are fresh off the departure, and we know as a fan base that putting together a roster would be tough, but not impossible. A lot of us believe that Coach Pope had it what it. He wasn't a rookie at this. He didn't just simply just show up at Kentucky to coach and he's never recruited before. So we know he was going to be able to go out and get some guys to come in here to Kentucky. But we know we had to. It wasn't going to be easy, but it wasn't impossible. Emotions were running high with the hire on both sides of the aisle. Okay, a lot of people, a lot of emotions was going on sides of the aisle. Some were all in, while others were convinced that Kentucky has finally made the mistake again. They had made the same mistake over again by going out and hiring Coach Pope. That's where we was at then. Okay, um, if this was not enough to scratch heads, now the big three Tysons, now the big three Tyson Foods, Walmart, and Jerry Jones were coming into the picture more and more. It was like these giants headed in for Kentucky. They set out to make sure that the recruits and later transfer players would come to Arkansas instead of going to Kentucky to play ball. I think that was like everyone's going to look back on this soon when this all is over and said, wow, like these guys really came in and really tried to really make sure that Kentucky didn't get recruits. Now, it all started with the guys that was at Kentucky. If they transferred and went, and if they decommitted and they went to Cal, or they would pay them extra money. So that's what we understood as a fan base of what was really going on with that situation, right? That was crazy. I mean, I to me that was like the most sane thing that by far, as I said, this was by far the most insane we have seen the NIL since it came about. Like I don't think we really seen anybody specifically say we will pay you if you do not go to a certain school. Like where does that even happen at? Like like where are we living at? I can't believe that even went down like that. That's crazy. I mean, think about it. I know we're moving forward in time, and I'm gonna get there. But I just want you guys to understand just how crazy that was. That guys that just felt some kind of way against Kentucky that they said we'll pay you if you don't go to Kentucky and if you come to Arkansas. That was crazy. That was a crazy moment. Um, but here we are now, about a month later, and situations look a lot more like things went great for one team but not so much for the other team. It appears that recruits and transfers decided that you can't buy me, keep your money, I'm going elsewhere. That's relating to not everybody actually decided to go with Cal to Arkansas, and they went ahead and they did their own thing, which was pretty cool. That it ain't about money, and here a lot of times we think that it's about money, and we think the kids, I mean, I get it, kids want to get paid, and kids want their NIL money and like stuff like that. But that lets you know that there's still some kids, the young men out there that says to themselves, I want to play for more than just the money. And when they, what I'm saying, when old boy when the young man went to Arizona State, not going with Calipari and not going to Arkansas, to me that just lets me know that there's still young men out there who love the game of basketball. And at the end of the day, it's not always about the money that you can give me. Now, we don't really know what the deal was out in Arizona State. He could have got a lot of money out there too as well. That I'm not sure of. But the fact of you can't buy me and you can keep your money because I'm gonna go somewhere else because I wanted to go to Kentucky. I just wanted to be coached by you at Kentucky, and you left, so I'm leaving. And so for me, how that all unfolded was pretty crazy, absolutely uncrazy. So let me see if I can keep going. Once again, I never did this before, so I'm not really sure if it's something that I should never do again or what. Um, Despite it looking like we got blocked by using loads of money to pay kids off, Coach Pope has not only put um, Coach Pope has only put together Butler. I would never let up on defense. Brea, I would shoot the lights out. Carr, I'm stretching the floor on you. Chrissa, I'm already in your head. Owa, I'm going to put it on your head. Alam, uh, Alamanor, I move too much, and when the ball touches my hand, counted as a three. Williams, you know my name. Mr. D, Garrison, your shot looks good on the backboard. Perry and Noah, we come as a duo. Sleep on us if you want to because we can straight ball. And Chandler, just because I've been away I'm still too smooth for you to stop. Man, that's look at the players. Like, look at the players that he's brought in. Everybody has their own personality. Everyone has their own personality, man. And the reason why that I went with Perry and what's named together because they know each other. You know what I'm saying? They've had a chance to play with each other, or they played against each other, so they kind of know they can straight ball. So just because just because we're not, just because we're from Kentucky, don't get it twisted. We can still ball, and if you don't think so, we're gonna show you that we're gonna ball out this year. And I think that's the beauty of the whole thing when you get those two guys together as a package because they're representing the state of Kentucky. So we come as a duo and we get ready to ball out. Our Kentucky kids are going to do it. Um, so yeah, and then you got Chandler. Just because he's been away for a while, don't think I can't ball. Well, you think I can't ball because I went on a mission trip? Come on, man. I'm going to ball out. That's what I'm doing. I'm older. I'm more mature. I know how to hold that rock. So we're going to be okay. And those are the kind of players that Coach Pope has went out and get that I believe still not convinced that Kentucky is on the right path. Kentucky is second in the SEC with a score of 31.3, only behind 1.52 of Arkansas, who sits at 32.8 and fifth, and Kentucky is fifth nationally according to 247. Now, those numbers go with the transfer portal, only the transfer portal. For me, I don't necessarily call Z, and I don't necessarily call a dude transfer guys because they just went with their coach. Yeah, they transferred out of Kentucky, but it wasn't necessarily, especially with Z more than anything. It wasn't a whole lot of I got to recruit you, or will you please come in? Will you please leave Kentucky and come to what's name? That was probably a given. And why it took a dude so long, I think it had to do something with money. I think that's an example of maybe Arkansas says we'll pay you, come play for Arkansas, and well, then they got to do to go to Arkansas. So I think that's how he actually ended up there as well too. So for us to be second in the SEC in getting guys in the transfer portal and fifth nationally, you can't tell me that Coach Pope don't know what he's doing. You can't tell me that Coach Pope ain't trying to build things for the future. You can't tell me that he's setting the program up for success, not just for this year, but he's setting it up for success, even moving along years later from now. That's how important this is. And for me, I've always been saying this. I've said this for a while, and I will believe this every day. You can tell me what you want to tell me, but I believe it. Let me see. I would say for certain that Kentucky is trending in the right direction to not only be better than average team, but a team that would not only make noise in the SEC but nationally. This is the team. This is the team that makes noise nationally. I want to go back if you guys will allow me, I want to go back and I want to read the kind of players once again because maybe some people don't get it. Okay, so let me go back and just read this one more time again. Okay, despite it looking like we got blocked by using loads of money to pay kids off, Coach Pope has only put together Butler. I would never let up on defense. Brea, I would shoot the lights out. Carr, I'm stretching the floor on you. Period. You got to guard me. I'm stretching it on you because I'm gonna knock it down. Krista, I'm already in your head. We know the story. We know what happens when he gets on the floor and starts playing defense. He gets in people's heads. That's what he do. You think he's not gonna come to Kentucky and do the same thing? Absolutely. Oh, why? I'm going to put it on your head. The strength he is, Otagatron. You don't think he's ready for that? You seen his highlights? You seen how aggressive he is out there? Man, I'm telling you right here, dude, this guy can flat out play basketball. And yes, the guy can play basketball. Alan Manor, I move too much. And when the ball touches my hands, count it as a three all day. You watch his film, the guy just moves. He moves consistently. He's always all over the floor. And when he touches the ball, guess what he does? Three-pointer. We are going to be okay from outside this year. We are going to be okay. You cannot just sit here and just think that Coach Pope brought these guys in and these guys can't do nothing. This is going to be a successful year. You watch and see it. I promise you, man. Oh, I can't finish. I got to read the rest of them. My fault. Where am I at? Williams. You know my name, Mr. D, defensive player. You know what I do. I lock down people. So look, you got Brea, you got Chrissa, you got Williams, you got Garrison, you got Owa. Come on, man. Somebody just stop playing. Stop playing with me, man. This is real. Like this is really happening. This is what Kentucky's doing. These guys are just like out here just doing their thing, man. And I love it. I love it, man. This is pretty special. See, where am I at? Right here. See if I can get this over with. Kentucky is trending in the right direction. The whole Kentucky. To think Kentucky does not have enough money has been debunked, and the right pieces have been joined together to form what could be a team that can make a run at a title. Yes, I believe that. Does anybody else believe that, or is it just me? Am I kind of alone in that, or do you really feel like that Kentucky got some pieces around with the experience, with the young youth we got? You guys don't think we can't make a title run? Like I seriously, with all my heart, really, really, really feel like we're going to win the SEC this year. I just do. I really feel that. I really feel like it's going to be ours. It's going to be ours to lose, and I'm gonna stick by that for real. So, um, Coach Pope and staff have given it everything they have to ensure that the right pieces have been put together. There you go. That's the pieces, man. Everybody's there to do their job. That's what makes this right here so special. Call me crazy, but that's just what it is. Your next argument would probably be we got small mid majors guys, and making the jump to the SEC will be tough and take time. Oh, you talking about those same small school guys who came in the rup year after year the past few years to show Kentucky up on the floor? Those same guys, those same schools, those same guys that came in. Look, let me tell you something, man. These guys can ball, man. Everybody can't go D1. It's just not gonna happen. Everybody can't go D1. You don't think these guys will be sitting at home and wanting to check the mail to see if somebody like Kentucky has actually hooked up with them and said, "Hey, we want to talk to you about playing ball at Kentucky"? Every last one of them would have loved for that opportunity. The opportunity has presented itself, and you don't think these guys ain't gonna come in and take advantage of it? Like Alan Manor, when he was younger, he had a poster up of UK because he understands what it means and what Kentucky stands for. And now that he's here, you think he's going to come from FDU just to do nothing? Why would you even think that for? That makes no sense. These guys are coming in here to play basketball at a high level. They're going to raise their game for real. We have to get out of the notion just because players went to small schools, they can't make the jump and play up to a higher competition. We just can't believe that, man. Like that's just so false. I mean, there's some good players out there who just didn't get looked at, who had to go play ball somewhere else. That's just the bottom line. But a lot of these guys can play ball, man. Believe me, they really can. Like I said, they would have loved to have gotten an opportunity out of high school, but they never got the chance. Now that they are here, they will 100% show why they have what it takes. And that's where we at right now, man. We got a roster. We still got like one, maybe two more pieces we got to put together for this year. And I just like, we're going to get a go-to guy. I don't know who's going to get. I don't know if it's going to be Jackson. I don't know if it's going to be Lanier. I don't know which one's going to come. Something's going to work out to UK's favor, and we're going to get that go-to score. And then when we get to campus, when we get on campus on June the 10th, it's business. It's about business. These guys want to win. These guys understand. I'm at the University of Kentucky. This is what college basketball is all about. We went from there to where we at now, and we going there. You understand what I'm saying? That's exactly what we're going to do, man. So I'm excited. I'm pumped up for this, and I really feel like that everything that Coach Pope and his staff has did up until this point has been putting us in a trajectory in a positive path. We're going to the moon, guys. Kentucky Wildcats is going to the moon, to the mountaintop. We're back. Believe it. You understand what I'm saying? Man, let's just go for it, because that is exactly the recipe for a team that look like they're on a mission, and these guys are hungry. They are hungry. They are hungry to do something special, And they got all the pieces here. Got all the pieces to do something great. So my thing to you guys, if you still stuck around and you still here, do me a favor. Should I never do this again? I mean, I need you guys to be honest. I don't particularly see myself doing it really often at all. But should I do this again? Was it horrible? Leave that alone. Just go live. Let me know. Let me know if you like it, if you hated it, because I want to make sure that when I come here, I do things the right way. Something that you guys can come and enjoy more than anything. But for me, I'm all about remembering where I was at and understanding where I'm trying to go. And that's what this right here was about. Reminiscing only to enjoy the path that we're moving to right now, going into the future. As the Kentucky Wildcats look to get back on top of the world and show people we ain't went nowhere. We just was limping, and now we running, and the Cats are back. That's how we roll. Go Cats.